Good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Eureka class. Today is Monday, November 30th, 2020. And today we're working on Module 4, Lesson 20. Before we left on the break, we were working on addition. So we are going to continue practicing how to add using some 2 and 3 digit numbers. So let's go over our daily goal. Our daily goal is to complete all our assignment, and when you submit your work, you score an 85 or higher. But our big goal is to score an 85 or higher on our annual module, boys and girls. For Module 4, we will not have an annual module, but we're going to have an end of semester exam. So we need to really apply all the skills that we've been learning all semester to that test. So what materials do we need for today? For today, you need a white piece of paper and a pencil or your math spiral. For the live class, you're going to need your Peer Deck link, and your teacher's going to provide that in the class. And for the homework, you're going to also practice in your Peer Deck link as well. So what are our class expectations? Well, remember that you'll sit tall and you have your materials ready. That you actively participate by doing all the work, not just watch the video, do what the teacher tells you to do. If you have any questions, reach out to myself or Mrs. Allen. When we are in the live session, you raise your hand using the hand icon. You always stay on mute, and you only unmute yourself when you're called on. Remember, we work very closely with Mrs. Catwell, so it's extremely important that you complete your Dreambox lessons, boys and girls. At least 2 or 3 per day, and you're on track. So what are we learning in today's lesson? Just like I said, before the break, we were practicing addition. We're going to continue doing that. Today, we're going to use manipulatives, drawings to represent addition. That's exactly what we're doing. We've been using the chip model to add and transfer that to the vertical form, and we see how they match. What are the important concepts that we need to learn? We've been practicing what the standard algorithm is. And standard algorithm is when you solve the problems one top, one on the bottom. And I've been telling you that you will solve the problems from 3rd grade and up. You're going to solve the addition just like this. So we also need to know what an add-in is, because that's what we do in key point number 2. An add-in is a part and a part that you're adding to make the whole. And what's addition? When you add a part and you add another part, you come up with the whole, the total. So we've been talking about the ones place, the tens place, and the hundreds. Boys and girls, you should already know by memory these key points because we've been using them, and you don't have to draw, write them. So let's go over the 5 key points. The first step is you write the problem vertically. Say the first step. Yes, you write the problem vertically. Step number 2 is model the add-ins. What's step number 2? Yes, you model the add-ins. And remember, you draw the little dots for the first number, and you draw the other little dot for the second number, which is the 2 parts, the top part and the bottom part. Key point number 3 is count the ones. Say key point number 3. Yes, you count the ones. And remember, when you're counting the ones, you bundle if it's necessary, if you have more than 10. Key point number 4, count tens. What's key point number 4? Yes, count the tens. And remember, you bundle if you have more than 10 tens. And the last one is you count the hundreds. And don't forget, boys and girls, whatever you do to the ship model, you have to do the vertical form. If you bundle and the model, you have to show how to model and the other one. So let's start. I am very excited because we've been doing this, so you should be able to know how to do this really quickly. So I'm gonna first solve the first problem. You are watching. Let me repeat the instructions. I solved the first one, you're watching. So right here it says write 76 plus 27 vertically, right? The standard algorithm. I already did it like this. The only thing that I forgot is I draw my little line down and I put the ones and the tens. So I already did step number 1. Step number 2 says model addends, and remember, model addends means that you draw. And we're using the chip model, boys and girls. So I have 6 ones. So I draw 6 ones. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I stop there because I have to make them in the 5 group column, and 6. I'm done drawing the ones. Remember, this 6 ones is the same thing as the 6 ones. The next one, I have to draw 7 tens. So I go 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, and I stop because I have to do the 5 group column. 6 tens, 7 tens. I am done drawing the first one. So now I am going to draw, because it says draw both numbers, I draw the other part. The other part says 27. That tells me that I draw 7 ones. So I start a new group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I stop there because in the 5 group column, 6 and 7. This 7 ones is the same as this 7 ones. Now I have to draw 2 tens because it's in the tens column. I go 1 10, 2 tens. This 2 is the same thing as this 2 tens that are here. So I am done drawing both numbers. So I can put a check mark. Key point number 3, it says count the ones. So I'm ready to start counting, boys and girls. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 already, so I'm gonna bundle. Bundle means I circle 10 together. I make an arrow. And I give them 1 10 because 10 ones is the same thing as 1 10. Okay, here we go. So let's look at the ones place. I have 1, 2, 3 ones left. 3 ones left over. So whatever I do here, I have to do here. So 6 ones plus 7 ones gives me 13 ones. So this 3 goes in the ones place. Oops. Let me erase it and write it again. So this 3 goes in the ones place. And this 1 goes in the tens place. So I have to make sure I put it right here. So I am ready. Now let's solve the next problem. I already counted the ones. The next problem is count the tens. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I have 10 tens, so that means I bundle. Oops, let me try it again, boys and girls. I'm very sorry. So I am going to bundle 10 tens, which means I circle 10. I make an arrow, and 10 tens is the same thing as 100, so I'm giving 100. I have 0 ones left over. I mean 0 tens, 0 tens, we're in the tens place. And I have 100. So, it's my turn. Let's see. Let's solve the vertical form. What's 1 plus 7 plus 2? So 1 plus 7 equals 8. And 8 plus 2 equals 10, boys and girls. You see how the 0 is here? The 0 goes here. And the 1 goes in the hundreds place. I'm going to put the little 100 right here. And I'm not adding any hundreds, so I just move it down. So 76 plus 27 equals to 103. Thank you for watching me. Now it's your turn to do the next problem. So let's see. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds to have your white piece of paper ready, and we're solving together. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. You should have your piece of paper down and ready. It says, write 42 plus 96 the vertical way. Standard algorithm, I already did it. So make sure we label ones. We label tens. And we label the hundreds. This is very important, boys and girls. So what I do, you do. We're going to do this one together. So we are done writing the problem vertically. Key point number 2. You already know it. Say key point number 2. Yes, model addends. So, are we ready? So that means that I have to draw how many ones? I think about it. Yes, 2 ones. How many tens? Yes, 4 tens. You guys have been doing an amazing job drawing the chip model, the first number and the second number. So now, let's do the other one. How many ones do I draw? Yes, 6. What I do, you do, remember? And let's look at the tens. How many tens do I draw? Yes, 9. Five, remember we do the 5 group column. Okay, boys and girls, here's what you should have. Check your work and make sure it looks just like mine. Okay, thank you for verifying that you drew the top number and the bottom number correctly. So now we're going to do key point number 3, which is, what's key point number 3? Yes, count the ones. It says 2 plus 6. Are you ready? Let's count. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, I wonder, boys and girls, should I bundle? No, right? I don't bundle. And I want to make sure that you get really careful because some of you automatically bundle. But if you don't have enough, you don't bundle. So we know that 2 plus 6, it's 8. And I don't bundle. I leave it just like that. Now, Ready? It says count the tens. Are you ready? And the problem for the 10 says 4 plus 9. Are you ready? Let's see. What's 4 plus 9? 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens, 7 tens, 8 tens, 9 tens, 10 tens. What do you do when you have 10 tens? Yes, if you said bundle, you're absolutely right. You bundle 10 tens because 10 tens is the same thing as 100. And I draw one dot at the hundreds because I got 10 tens and give 100. So let's see how many tens are left over. 1, 2, 3. So are we ready? Whatever I do to the vertical form, I do to the chip. Whatever I do to the chip model, I do to the vertical form. So what's 4 plus 9? We figure out that 4 plus 9 is 13. So I put the 3 in the tens place, just like, oh, let me try it again. I put the 3 in the tens place, and the hundreds, in the hundreds place, I put it like this. And what's 1 plus nothing? Yes, 1, and I leave it just like this. Great job solving this problem together, boys and girls. Your turn to do the last one. Ready? The next problem says, write 42 plus 67, the vertical form. I am giving you 3 minutes to solve this problem. And when you're done, I'm checking the problem, boys and girls. And your time starts now. Make sure you solve the problem. Look at the key points for reference. Make sure you're done with key point number 1. You should be working on key point number 2. You should be already done with the top number. You should be done with the second number. You should start doing key point number 3 already, boys and girls. Great job finishing key point number 3. Now it's your turn to do key point number 4. And don't forget, whatever you do to the vertical form, to the chip model, you do it in the vertical form. You should be working on key point number 5. Great job, boys and girls. Thank you for working this problem by yourself. So it's our turn to check the problem and see if you got it correct. So first thing I do is I write the problem vertically, which is already here, but I have to make sure I label my units, ones, tens, and hundreds. That's key point number 1. Key point number 2 is model the add-ins, and remember I add the top number. That tells me I add 2 ones. 1, 2. That 4 tells me that I draw 4 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm done doing the top one. Now I'm going to do the bottom one. This 7 tells me that I draw 7 ones. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I stop right there because I have to do the 5 root column. 6 and 7. Right? I do 7. And this 7 tells me that I draw 7 ones. And then this 6 tells me that I have to draw 6 tens. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I stop right there because I do the 5 root column and 6. So this 6 tens is the same thing as 6 tens. So I'm done doing key point number 2. Key point number 3 says count the ones. So that says 2 plus 7. Well, let's figure out what's 2 plus 7. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2 plus 7 is 9. Should I bundle? No, I don't, right? Because I don't have 10. So 2 plus 7 equals 9. So I put my 9 there. I'm done with the ones. Now I count the tens. Are you ready? I have to solve what's 4 plus 6. So let's see. What's 4 plus 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 tens. That tells me that I have to bundle. And bundle means that I circle 10 because 10 tens is the same thing as 100. I draw my little arrow and I give him 100. I have 0 tens left over and I have 100. So 4 plus 6, we know it's 10. I put the 0 in the tens place, and remember our bundle, I put it in the hundreds place right here on top. So 1 plus nothing equals 2. 1. So I solve. So high five if you figure out that 42 plus 67 equals 109. Great job, boys and girls. We're going to continue working all these problems in live using Peer Deck. Thank you for your hard work. I am extremely excited that we're back and we're going to be continuing with all these amazing things and all these concepts learning in math. I'll see you later. Make sure you're on time. Bye.